Suddenly, the biggest believer in the Keystone Pipeline, or half of it, the biggest believer in drilling for oil, the biggest believer in expanding domestic oil supplies happens to be Barack Obama, who just 2 days ago and every day prior to that hated the very idea and was trying to dissuade anybody from believing that drilling for oil or pipelining oil would make any difference whatsoever in the gasoline price. My gosh, what difference a poll makes. Another devastating Obama poll that explains all that's going on. And I'm going to wade through this mess. Americans who say they are very closely following news about the Keystone XL pipeline overwhelmingly think the government should approve it. 78 to 22%. 78 to 22%, the American people paying attention to this want the Keystone pipeline. And overall, 44% of Democrats want the Keystone pipeline. A solid majority of Americans think that the U.S. government should approve of building the Keystone XL pipeline. 29% think it should not. Republicans almost twice as likely as Democrats to want the government to approve the oil pipeline. And that is why Obama is in Oklahoma. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, that there is this so-called fast track to have Obama complete this pipeline. Headline from the Associated Press: Obama defends handling of Keystone as he puts another key oil pipeline on fast track. He's the obstacle. The American people know he's the obstacle. The media know that the people know that Obama's the obstacle. And yet here's the... Folks, if I were you, I wouldn't believe a single word that I read anymore in any AP story. I simply would regard it, and I already do this. If I were you, I would regard every AP story, particularly this year, as nothing more than a propaganda piece for the re-election of Barack Obama. This is laughable. Obama defends handling of Keystone as he puts another key oil pipeline on another. When was the first one? He opposes Keystone. And what he did today, we told you yesterday this was coming. What he did today is it was already in place. He's not even authorizing anything that wasn't happening. It was already happening, this particular portion of the pipeline. Here's another one from AP. Breaking news. U.S. President Obama directs federal agencies to fast-track oil pipeline from Oklahoma to Texas. I mean, they've pulled out all the stops. Bye-bye fact. Bye-bye curiosity. Bye-bye serving your customers, i.e. the consumers of news. This is full-fledged. Whatever Barack Obama says is now going to be backed up with publications disguised as news stories. This part of the pipeline from Oklahoma to Texas, already in the works. It's already done. It's already approved. Obama is doing nothing but showing up and glomming onto it. But this is not completing the Keystone Pipeline. The Keystone Pipeline goes to Canada. Obama is still opposed and has put the brakes on and is not permitting oil from Canada to get to Oklahoma so that it can get to Texas. There is no approval of the Keystone Pipeline. Perhaps I should have said this at the top. There is no approval. And that's what makes this AP headline so incompetent. It's journalistic malpractice. Obama couldn't stop this leg that he's out taking credit for. It was in the works. It was happening. He's simply there glomming on to what was already happening. And furthermore, he couldn't stop it if he wanted to. And he did want to. This is totally out of his control. It's out. This is such. I don't know how to describe this. This is so brazen. This is a slap in the face